Hello, hello, hello. Hello and welcome to the Hobby Corner with your host, Kevin. How you all doing? I hope you're all doing great. I'm doing awesome right now. I've got a whole bunch of stuff quickly sprayed in the last 10 minutes, so I've got my blue thumb on right now. There's some scouts I need to do and one character, and then it's just the bikes and the land speeder, which I accidentally dropped. So I need to fix that quickly before I do that. How are we doing? So yeah, it's nice to see you again, Ian, and I'm glad you're almost finished with the Banshee. Let's see if that... Yeah, it did its job. Groovy. Elastic band is always helpful. Philip, how's it going, man? Good to see you. All good, pal. Try to find you on Facebook to send some pics of what I've been up to whilst watching you. Ah, cheers, man. Did you find me in the end? If not, then just go to any of the groups run by Warhammer, and you'll see I've been spamming posts on those groups, and then just follow the breadcrumbs from there. And I'm usually fairly quick with accepting friend requests as well. Audio and visuals all good. Cheers, man. Thank you. You just saved me asking. It's always tough because right now my what I see is about this big. You know, it's very tiny, so it's very tough to tell. And the missus, she's upstairs watching Netflix with the little one, so I might get some stream variants, but it should be okay on the whole, because I'm running music as well. Terence, how's it going, man? Good evening. Welcome back. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. So yeah. You know what? Let's get started, shall we? So, last night we ended on a high, okay? I mean, yeah, it was only like 2 of us left. And I'm pretty sure one of those viewers was Nightbot. I don't know if it actually comes up as a viewer, but yeah. Got the sponsors on there. Frost and Fist joined us just before I finished, so that was a nice surprise. Just hoping that the glue didn't stick on these, because I did my utmost best not to glue them so they could be spun or removed. I think some glue got under them. God damn it! I mean, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Yeah, 1 dot of glue was on that. You slimy so-and-so. So yeah, we're going to continue building this. It's just the turret, the extra weapons, all that guff, and then we can get painting. Cheers, man. It is looking cool. I do like this tank. And the amount of detail that it has, it's madness. Like, the extras on it is crazy. And you could do a lot of stuff with the leftover guns, like the easy to build Redemptor Dreadnought. You could just, if you're not going to use the Onslaught cannon here, then just fix it on the other arm under the hand, you know. Just go crazy with that. Or if you're not going to use these missile pods, stick that on the top of it. Job done. So I don't think I'm going to get this off. Oh, no, it's budging, it's budging. Almost there. Just try not to slice my fingers off. I just don't want to break the blade, but it looks like the glue is gone right at the back somewhere. Maybe I can pop it up through the other side.
Ha! What
there's a will, there's a way. Hey, the finger, the very first tool of the Homo sapien. I'll just pop this one through as well. Boom! Oh, why didn't I do that in the first place? I don't know. I'll just neaten up that little bit. So, there we go. Sits in there nicely, and you can pivot it and have fun with it, and you can remove it to show that it's, you know, destroyed. I don't know. You can't even do. You don't do that anymore, do you? I remember you used to have to remove weapons or show that certain weapons were destroyed when as you wore down the tanks. But I think that just their effectiveness whittles down now, doesn't it? It's got that wound thing. This still moves around as well, so that's all good. So let's get to it, shall we? Enough waffling. I am following the instructions because I don't want to screw this up. I've decided that this is going to be all anti-infantry weaponry, so I'm going for the Onslaught Gatling, not the las cannon, because anything that I need to take out armor can be covered by the Hellblasters. They can do that heavy lifting. And you just have 2 units of those, and you're good. A rare night off work. Hey Wayne, how's it going? Good of you to join us. Sweet. I can't wait to see those, mate. So I probably should be using this time to catch up on my own Mountain of Shame. Yeah, dude, just bring it out and do it while we're watching, man. This is a little support group, so we'll get it all done together. Alright, I'm back on the water again, but I do have a beer just in case. So let's get to it. Alright, so I'll pop that just out this way here. There we go. And let's get trimming. Right. So 5 and 6. Let's do this. That's not 5 or 6. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Ooh, that's bigger. So what's everyone been up to today? And what are your plans for this evening? Apart from watching me, of course. Alright. 4. 46 and 45. Okay, where are you at? Where are you at? There we go, 45, 46. So many bits to this thing, it's madness. And even if you wanted to leave anything out, I don't think you could anyway. Like, you just couldn't let yourself. You definitely want to just keep building, adding to it. Okay. Right. And then the turret parts as well, which I won't glue on. I'll keep that removable just so, you know, packing is easier and all that nonsense. Yeah, I mean, I got mine. It's going to be in store for Saturday. I got a pick up time of 9 o'clock, so I'll be getting it in the morning, and then I'll be doing a live stream to you know, work through it basically. So that's the main reason why we're rushing through this pile of shame. And you know what, right? It feels really, really good to have a deadline that I've forced upon myself to get stuff done, because like I think the only time I've ever finished an army was when I was working towards a tournament when I was 14. 14. Almost 2 decades ago. It's absolutely ridiculous. So I've got to get back on the bandwagon of actually finishing stuff off. That's number 11. Always start projects and never finish them. Which is weird, because I'm kind of that kind of person that can't let things like sort of be half done. I kind of have to finish it, and yet I can't finish doing this. I guess because I just enjoy it so much, I don't want it to end. Might be that weird psychological thing going on. So Philip is working on 3 more Raven Guard intercessors. Nice. Can't wait to see those. And Terence, you've been working on the English Civil War Cavalry Regiment. Nice, on the historicals. I've always looked at those historicals and always sort of fancied to go, but I don't have time for it. I ain't got time for this. You know what I mean? After you built this, you're all caught up and moving on to painting them. Yes, that'll be all of the Space Marine stuff. I've already sprayed this lot and the other bits. The only bits I haven't done is the Horus Heresy Chaplain dude, the scouts, the bikes, and the land speeder, because I dropped the land speeder and damaged it a little bit, so I've got to fix that quickly. But yeah, everything else has been sprayed, and of course I got a big old box full of the other stuff that I had painted as the series went on up until issue 38. So yeah, I was really far behind, but once I get to that stage, I'll crack all those out, and then I'll start like doing a massive conveyor belt of one colour, one colour, one colour, one colour, and all that sort of thing. That's right. All or nothing? What do you mean all or nothing? I'm not doing the Death Guard. If I get time, what I'm going to do, if I get time, I would like to do the Silver Templars. I've been itching to do those, so that would be real nice to do. And I've never built up those intercessors, you know, the multi-part ones. So that would be a great experience. And then I might put some Death Guard stuff together, but I doubt I will. There's not much Death Guard stuff left after that. It's like a few Plague Walkers, a couple of bits and pieces to fill out the units, and then it goes on to the Spawn, doesn't it? I've got a lot of scenery to finish up on as well. So that's number 7, and then number 2. Where are you, number 2? Where are you, number 2? 2 decades ago, you only look about 20 years old. Ah, thank you. You are sweet. I was actually born in 88, believe it or not. I'm an 80s baby, 90s child. Yeah, best of both worlds, man. I didn't get it. Broke. I got offered the Space Marines for painting. Oh, that's a really good deal, dude. I mean, yeah, if someone offered half the box to me if I painted the other half for them, I'll be right on that. Like, I'm up for commissions if anyone wants to offer me a fair commission. I don't know what a fair commission is, but I'll pretend that I know. Hey Black Orc, how's it going, man? Thanks for joining us. Hi everyone. Hey Kev, been watching Spud, thought I would come over and watch you for a while. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, I was a little bit worried because I didn't know what time Spud would be finishing. And of course I didn't want to crash his stream too hard, but of course you know, dude's got to shift over for this one, man. He's got to give some space for me. Right, I think that's enough bits on the table for now, otherwise I'll start losing bits. So I'm going to start cleaning these up now, because it's all these little bits and pieces, and you got a choice here, like an auto launcher or frag grenade launcher. You got a choice of antenna. I mean, you can really like make the most out of this kit and make a lot of variations of it, which is pretty impressive. I really do like that. But at the same time, it's so much in one kit. back in the day, you only had two kinds of kit. You had the kit that had one option to build, and then if you wanted any additional options, you bought the metal blister packs and customized it yourself, or you had the one where you only had two variations. I can't talk, I don't play or make armies, just individual mods. Mate, everyone's in the hobby for their own thing, yeah, so, you know, you do you, man. And enjoy the hobby how you want to enjoy it, and if it's painting one model, then go for it, mate. I'm sure you smashing out those single miniatures at real high quality. Same Black Hawk. Hey. He is still going, yeah, I thought he would be. He's encroaching on my time, man. I think I baited him a little bit earlier on the Discord. The Chilling Wargamers, they got a Discord, which is worth checking out. Tons of nice people if you're not on it already. I think some of you are already. But I baited him a little bit with it. What's the point? I didn't actually post a link. Whoops. On the Discord. I'll quickly do that. A friend is doing commission 49 models for 400. Not bad. It's not bad at all. So it works out what, £8 a model. You just started doing them. Nice. I just paint for my mate. I couldn't commission paint. My mate says here, there, you know, enjoy, and he gets them back painted. They're for his kids. Fair enough, mate. Alright. Oh no, not that. Let's hang on. Sorry, I'm not trying to ignore you lot. I promise. Sometimes do historical 40 figs for 100. That's a fair price, man. I mean, I don't know much about the pricing of it all, but everyone prices it according to according to what they feel their time is worth, you know. And if you're just doing it because you're doing it as a hobby and you just want to make a few quid on the side, then any kind of money is great, you know. But if you, there we go, I've just done it. But if you are trying to make a business, I'm sure like you'd end up charging a bit more for it. Oh, blimey, 10 viewers. Got 10 viewers, nice. As I was saying earlier, if you click the like button, I will be staying an extra minute per like past midnight. That's right, I'm working from 9 till midnight. This is the challenge I have set myself to get my pile of shame from the 40k Conquest magazine series done. I'm just doing the Space Marines because of course I want to have a nice Space Marine force completed for once in my life, to add to when I get the Indomitus box on Saturday. I'm just finishing up on the repulsor tank. I've built everything else from issue 40, what was it, 42, 43 I think it was, onwards. So that's scouts, scout snipers, 3 bikes, an attack bike, land speeder typhoon, 2 Horus Heresy characters, half of this thing, and the command, not the command thing, but you know the sprue that's got the 2 lieutenants and the ancient from the Dark Imperium box. So, and I've got half of that base painted already, base sprayed, sorry. So if I get this finished, I can then just start spraying away, and then we can get to painting. which is going to be very exciting because I really want to get some paint down tonight. If I can, I might be able to get it finished by Friday night. Ooh, but who knows. If you wish to support the channel as well, you can just like the video, share it, tell your friends and family all about it, pass on the good news. There are links in the description below as well, so you can order your own copies of Mortal Realms if you're in the UK through Forbidden Planet, and I get a nice little kickback, which is cool. And there's also a link to Forbidden Planet, no, not Forbidden Planet, to Element Games, and I've supplied a little codes there. So Element Games, they do like really good discounts, and they got a nice rewards scheme as well. And if you enter that code, then you get double points, and I get a little hit back as well, which is great. So we all win. And I think that's it really. I've got details down there for my Twitter account if you want to throw a donation. I still haven't quite figured out how to get a link working for that, so I will work out eventually. And there's also a link there. Oh, the boy races are out again. I also have a link there to my Patreon, where I've got a £1 and a £5 tier, each with its own thing. I only got small tiers because you know, I feel like anything that you lot donate towards me, even if it's just your time watching, I appreciate all of it, and I'm not looking to skim all of you for your money, but a few quid here and there to go towards the channel benefits all of us, because it means I can improve the quality of it all. Like upgrading the laptop, it needs more RAM definitely to keep up with the stream, definitely needed better camera, and also more models that I can show you how to build and paint, which would be awesome for everyone. Any tips for when batch spraying? Alright, you can get a flat plank of wood, or you can get that spray stick from Games Workshop. I use a Pringle tube with the end cut off, because it's easy to hold either side. You have 360 rotation, so you can get at every single angle. And I just use a bit of blue tack underneath, like that, stick it on. You do have to be careful, you do have to make sure that you really wiggle it on, otherwise they'll just fall off mid spraying. But yeah, space them out nicely, like I've got 3, because they're Primaris, so they're slightly bigger. I've got 3 in a row. I'll do 4 or maybe even 5 if they're regular starties, and then you just pss, 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 pss. Spray, spray, spray on the top, do a quick spray at the bottom, and then repeat on the back of them, and then you go on to the next ones. I do. I mean, I did have the cupboard, which, you know, was literally like a little man cave, but I had to give it up for storage, because we live in a very small 2-bedroom place. Like, the rooms are small, the front room's small, there's no back garden. Literally, there's about 10 square feet of garden out front, and I'm using up about a third of it with this desk, so it is what it is. But we are looking to move soon to a bigger place, just so the 2 boys have more space to climb and run and stuff, because, you know, it'd be better for them just to have space to be monkeys, because God knows they love to be monkeys. Right. So anyway, that's my sob story. Right, so let's get this all sorted out, shall we? I've got to sort of sit right now as well. Hope the light is okay as well. If you need me to turn, actually I will. I'll get the light off my face and more on the miniatures. Just adjust the brightness, and we'll put some mood lighting on. Let's go nice blue. Alright. Okay, so let's get this Onslaught Gatling glued on. Like that. It's quite easy to do. Then we need to get the screw together, like so. Is that like so? Should be. Yes, it is like so. Okay. So just put a little bit at the back there. A little bit in there, and a little bit on the sides. Slide that in. Nice and tight. Give it a little squeeze. Right. And then that's supposed to it's supposed to sit on like that. I don't like the way that sits on there. Was it supposed to be on the side? I don't know. We'll figure it out when we get in the thing. Evening, Gary. How you doing? What are you up to, mate? I normally wait until the men are around spraying road markings, then line the food. That'll do it. Oh, jeez. Okay. Right. Let's pop that in there. Is that supposed to be that way? Okay. So, like that. Groovy. Right, let's glue this bit on. So, it's little ledges here. Just try not to get it on the Gatling gun. There we go. That's it. For reals though, it looks so dodged the way it's on it. Let's get a picture of it. Where's the front page? There we go. Oh, that's no bloody good at all, is it? Oh, mate, not off from hobby, so you enjoy. Nice one, man. Thank you so much. This is truly dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. So it just hangs off the side, all wonky like. Why would they do that? It don't make sense. Why would you do that? I'm wasting too much time on this. I need to see a picture. Repulsor. Tank. There we go. Images. Sorry, I know this is fascinating watching me do this. Just want to see how people have glued it on. But that's a dud picture. Oh, these pictures suck. Just looks like it fits the laser cannon better. You know what I mean? Saying that back. It's such a daft way of gluing it on. Cheese and bread indeed. You're right, Rich. Oh, thank you very much, Martin, for your sub. Big love. Cheese and bread indeed. Hey, Rivets. I'm just doing some research in 3D scanning technology at the moment. Whew, damn. Ah, Lupus, how's it going? Oh, is Spud rushing me now? If you'll come over from watching Spud, just to throw cheese and bread in my way. No, I'm going to put it like that. Jesus, I hate the way that just it just looks so weird on there, doesn't it? Never mind. Let's get this bit glued in. Wasted far too much time already. Hey Spud, how's it going, man? I was enjoying your stream earlier. Sorry I had to bail. I had to do my stream. Oh, it's a bit of a pain, I know. Mostly Zen. How's it going? Normski, what's up, man? Oh, this is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Spud Raid! Yeah. Jeez. I couldn't be any more thankful right now. Thank you, guys. Just to throw it at you, for every like that I get, I will be staying on for an extra minute past midnight. That's right, I'm mad enough to be on till midnight. So yeah, smash that like button, man. Look at how I've got 15 people watching already. Jeez. Hey up, hey up, hey up. Cheese and bread. Okay, right. What are we doing with this? Okay. This is going on here somewhere. I tinky tinks. That don't look right at all. That don't look right. Does that look right? That don't look right. Why doesn't it look right? Because I got it upside down. There we go. No, that's still not right. Ah, okay. Got it. There we go. Cheese and bread indeed. Cheese and bread, by the way, hit that like. I better like the show with all 20,000 channels. You cheeky git. Oh, mate. If you had 20 channels, right, you'd be subbing with all of them, not just hitting like. Alright, and then, of course, there's a little square panel there, which that would go on, so we'll just pop that on there. So you're still working on your on painting your orcs at the moment, Spud? And what is everyone else working on at the moment? Let us know in the chat. You love turrets, well then you're in the right place. I see that gun turret and I want to loot it. Well, you can't, it's mine. Okay, so this will go on there, right? Let's pop a little bit of glue on there. So, if you haven't caught this stream before, basically I'm working through a pile of shame, the Space Marine side of it all, from the Warhammer 40,000 Conquest magazine. I got lost on issue 38, and I thought, you know what, on the run up to Indomitus box, which I'm collecting this Saturday. Thank you very much, Mostly Sen, for subbing, you beautiful, beautiful person. Are you building a Gargant? Are you mad, man? Awesome. This would look good on a Gargant, wouldn't it? Shame you can't have it. So yeah, we're going through a pile of shame. Getting all the Space Marine stuff done. I've got it all built, except this a beautiful tank. And then once it's done, we're going to start smashing out the painting. I'm doing it quick and fast. But at the same time, I'm going to still follow the old paint guide within the magazines as well, because I'm a lunatic. With some tweaks, so I'll be going through ways of speeding it all up. Thank you so much, Bear PC Gaming, for subbing. You beautiful, beautiful person. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. I've got 17 viewers as well. Spud, you've really done it, mate. You've really outdone yourself. Thank you so much for spamming me with everyone. Let's see. Lupus, building a contemptor. Oh, a wolf one, nice. Got to throw us a pic of that, mate. Hit me up on Instagram as the Hobby Corner Kev. Actually, I'm just the Hobby Corner on Instagram, but you can do a hashtag THCKev, and I'll probably see it there. What else we got? You've been working on your knobs. You've been doing very beautiful knobs. Lieutenant Amulius. Ah, yes, I saw that picture actually. I really liked that. That was really good. You got to share that more, man. That's a sweet bit of work. Nomsky, you're working on Mortifactors. Nice. I actually like the paint scheme as well. They are more grimdark, I think. It's slightly bad. Gonna do a bit on the fire truck for nice. Well, there we go. Ah, you're the sexy man. You big old beautiful bearded guy. I'm trying to keep expletives out, you know, but it might slip out. Alright. Hobby Corner Kev, that's a corner, that's a Kev. That's a Kev in a corner of his porch today, by the way. That's a Kev, that's a corner. That's a porch, that's a Kev. That's a picnic table. That's a Kev, that's a corner, that's a porch. Sorry, Kev. I'm a boomer. Don't do interesting. Are you an actual boomer? Are you 60? Well, actually, boomers are like late 70s, 80s now. If you're an actual baby boomer, not, you know, anyone over 25, like these youngsters keep calling everyone. Right, let's see. So we've got these bits. I'm gonna go for these antennae. And shall I go auto launcher or Fragstorm grenade launcher? I don't know. I already got the frag launchers on the little sponsons, and I've got the twin link heavy bolter. I'm going for all out infantry killer, so maybe go for the frag. I've been meaning to get over here. This was ideal as it's hobby night. Oh, there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. Tomorrow I start work on 80 caskets. What? Good luck, mate. That wasn't what I was working on. That was a Blood Angels guy. Oh, okay. Dude, you got to show me then. You got to show me. Will you be doing weekly live shows? I'm looking to do it. Either weekly or maybe twice a week after the whole Indomitus thing. So we'll see how it goes. Like, I've been really lucky that my wife has let me do this every night so far. So I'm making the most of it. Okay, what are we doing here? What's that? What's 110? 110 looks like dirt. Why wouldn't I have a heavy stubber? What is 110? If it's some like funky laser thing, I can't even find it here, man. Is it even on this sprue? I have no idea. No, it's not on this sprue. Whoa. Yeah, is. Oh, you are. Ooh, good on you, man. Yeah, Lupus is an OG, older than North. Blimey. Older than Normski? Never. It's no longer the oldest. Do you two care if you remind me of my younger self before everything went grey and fell out? I'm 61. Born in 59. Well, you're doing alright for yourself, mate. No, not that one. And it's not that one. It can't be that one, can it? No. It has to be on here. Pin up Ultramarines. Do you recommend spraying McCrag Blue or Chaos Black from painting perspective and time no consideration? Chaos Black if you go, or Abaddon Black if you're going for a showpiece, because then you give yourself some additional shading. If you're just doing like mass units, then spray on McCrag Blue and do not even bother recess shading, just dunk the whole things in Nuln oil and then dry brush McCrag Blue back over it again. Job done. Saves, because recess shading takes forever and you only want to save that for the good models, unless you have got unlimited time. Watch out, I saw times of planning a very slow takeover. Yeah, very slow with your little Zimmer frames and your half-charged electric wheelchairs. Who's definitely older than me? Is he? Oh, it seems to be a controversy going. There it is. What on earth is that? You tell me. 110. You know what? I'll show on this camera. 110 is like some weird. It's like just a sight thing. Why would you put that instead of a stubber? What is the point? I put a stubber. Extra killy. Here we go. Put the Smurfs in the bin, save later. Never. We like to say I had an easy life, but I'd be lying. It's fair enough. B Simmers at dawn. Alright, you guys are distracting me way too much. I mean, it's amazing. I love each and every one of you for being here. I gotta get this built so I can get some painting done. I've got a tight time frame. Only 3 hours a night plus minutes per like until Friday night, I guess. So this is my opportunity to finally finish a force from start to finish, building and painting. I've always been really bad at that. 19 and 20, okay. I'll also get both of those out. I am a serial procrastinator, and I find ridiculous reasons not to get stuff done. So I'm pushing myself on this one. Alright. A bit of blue plastic. Definitely. On 22, hit the like. Jeez, 22 minutes over. Better get my hoodie because it's starting to get chill. Right, auto launcher or frag grenade launcher? What does an auto launcher do? If anyone knows the specs to the auto launcher over the frag storm grenade launcher, that will help my decision big time. And in the meantime, I'll get 55 done. Yeah. Got a little radio dish. The amount of stuff on this tank is ridiculous. It's almost like it was designed by orcs, you know. The Gilliman just like sat there with gas guns, just like, what would you like to see on the tank? for distractions. We could try jousting with Oscar. This catching up on chat. Why doesn't Pace? Yeah, probably. Proper spammed him. Yeah, thank you so much, Spud. Auto launchers. Are you just saying like that because you don't know? Come on, dude. I could always put an auto launcher one side and a frag grenade launcher the other side, and then just. What do you think? I just go, oh yeah, this game it's this, and this game is that. Well, thank you very much, Rivets. I don't know how I'm managing, but I'm getting it done, man. I'm getting it done. Well, that was a pretty good tune, that was. I have to say, it really, the tempo was just right. Breaking Bad. You're watching Breaking Bad again? Was it your first time? Big love, man. Big love. You big bearded, beautiful bastard, you. Can't wait to meet up one day, mate. We'll do it, man. ChillCon. Or just, you know, like for shits and giggles, I'll come up north when all this eventually blows over. Might be a year or two before it goes somewhat normal. I don't know. I'm rambling. I don't know. I don't get game, but I'm guessing it has something to do with auto. Food and BB sounds good. I'm wide awake for some reason. Because you're watching this awesome stream. That's why you're wide awake, dude. Because you're showing your undying support to the hobby corner. Stop telling me to put stuff in the bin. I'm not going to put anything in the bin. I literally cannot put the bits in the bin. Like, I have spare bits from 25 years ago. Madness. Like, I got whole toolboxes full of spare bits. Hey Dan, how's it going? Thanks for joining us. Okay, that's got to go on there somewhere. Should I go this way or that way? Oh, okay. The wings are kind of a given. So just a little bit of glue on it. If it hasn't dried, there we go. Slide that on there. There we go. Auto launcher launches 3 grenades at a time. I'm building the repulsor tank, dude. So I got all this done last night after I finished that final sprue from the Dark Imperium that had the 2 lieutenants, the 5 intercessors, and the whatchamacallit, the ancient, and then I had that other sprue that had the Inceptor, the 2 Hellblasters, and the 2 intercessors. So yeah, I got that done, and now I'm just finishing it off, and hopefully I'm going to get some paint on some models tonight. Hopefully. But I'm having such an awesome time with the chat. So, who knows? We'll see. Right, so can be loaded with frag crack or blind grenades, but not a mix of the 3. Okay. That sounds better than a fragstorm grenade launcher then. Whoa. Bringing out the growling there. So I think what normal ski means is that in a turn you get to shoot it once, and you get to choose what it's shooting, rather than have it shoot all three types. I'm assuming. Or do you just like say no? This is shooting frags the entire game, or crack. There we go. Got the heavy stubber on there as well. I'd be a fool to put that stupid little laser pointer on. Right, let's get the. Alright. Get the antenna on. I'll just put a bit of glue, so just quickly wipe that before it starts to dissolve anything. Pop that in there. It's coming together lovely. Oh my god. I can't wait to get it painted up. I'm excited and I don't care. Right, so I went for the little radio dish instead of the spotlight. I think the spotlight might be for like night fight rules or something. I don't know. Maybe the radar does something better. I kind of just like the look of it. Definitely looks better. Stick some rockets on it. Yeah, it looks like that's what I'm doing. Oh, I hope so. Thought that would be crap. Consider the tech of primers is so advanced. Oh yeah. Did I clean this up? I did. Okay. That's gonna go on the front of here like that. Ooh. So let's do it. Let's put a bit of glue there. Pop that in there. Oop, nope, wrong way. Wrong way. There we go. See, building orcs must be like super easy, because if you stick something down wrong, oh, screw it. The orcs put it like that on purpose. You know? Hey, did you put that head on backwards? The orcs built themselves that way. Yeah, no, they were really good. I did like the colour scheme as well. It really popped. So yeah, definitely like to see more of those. So you're gonna sneak off. Had a great evening. Thank you very much for joining us, Rivets. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Still got 16 viewers. I mean, that's just madness. I'm loving every second of it. So let's do those auto launchers, shall we? It's these beautiful things here with the many nips. So what's everyone's plan on the Indomitus launch day? I'm not even gonna bother with the lids. Why put the lid on? Have the balls out, man. That's it. Hey man, I'll give credit where credit's due. That moment you look in your airbrush and it's full of dry paint. Oh, dude, I have no idea what that's like. Never used an airbrush in my life. Couldn't afford one. Don't have the space for it, and it just seems like a faff. But I'm sure it speeds things up, and you can get nice blends with it. But yeah, it just seems like an elaborately more expensive way of getting things painted up, I guess. Alright, what are we doing? Making orcs is great fun. Posted my Gargant work in progress. Cool. I'll definitely have a look at that when I get a chance. And what we got? Want to jump straight to the black coach, but using Mortal Realm selection to build my skill. Right. That's what it's all about. Oh, there we go. This is just jam-packed with guns and rockets. It's mad. Collect Indomitus and spaz out. Hey, half-assed, man. Nice of you to join us. Hey, Mayforce. How you doing? Good of you to join us. How is everyone tonight? I hope you're working on everything. Like, you're working on your fantastic stuff. You're getting your backlogs done and everything like that. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to leave those you don't really need them. Oh. Yeah. If any of you say that you don't do that when you put a tank together, you're lying. They are useful when you remember to clean it. You're supposed to just like clean it as soon as you're finished with it. Alright, so we don't glue this bit down, but I'm definitely going for another onslaught. I'm not going for a heavy stubber. That just seems pointless, right? Or is it just me to have another heavy stubber up there? Unless it's a points thing. Long time no see, yeah. Fully cleaned the black coach earlier, no more mold lines. Ooh, lovely. That must feel so satisfying. I've ordered my Indomitus box, we'll collect it, then hide it until I butcher my Dark Imperium box. Dude, do it, man. I hope you're working on your Dark Imperium box right now. Okay. Yeah, I'm going Onslaught Gatling gun again. I don't see the point in doing a heavy stubber, unless there's a, you know, a bonus to it that I don't know. You got no? Just like the Primaris kill team. Dark Angels gonna use Incursors for the first time. Nice. And Conquest Reavers and Intercessors. Nice, that'll fill him out nicely. Mortal Realms, this is the first time for fantasy for me. On the historical stuff, but enjoyed the change. Yeah, it's a whole different ball game, isn't it? I've technically been here for a half an hour. I had this open on. Oh, you sly dog, you. Well then, thank you for joining me. Ha ha ha. So we're at 10 o'clock. Got 2 hours left, plus a minute for each like. So if you haven't liked the video already, hit the like button, and I'll be on for an extra minute. I could do the sound effects when I play World of yes. Ah, man, I haven't played World of Tanks in so long. I got too good at it on the low ranks, and then when I went up the ranks, just kept getting hammered because the problem with it was I think there was too much of a gap between the level of tanks. I mean, I get it because they got to group them some way for the server to run in some sort of fashion without dying every 5 minutes from having too many servers open. But it's just yeah, no, it just seemed a bit of an unfair advantage once you got to a certain point, and then you were with like this, like the high ranked tanks, and you were with your little shitty one, and it just kept getting dinged up. Me and my mate might go halves on the Indomitus if I can convince the wife. Problem is, we both want an necrot. Oh, well, that sucks. You didn't care for THC in a corner. That's a corner. That's a Kev. That's a corner. Thank you very much, man. It's good to see you again, different gear. So yeah, welcome everyone. You're all beautiful, and I am so glad you're all here to watch me faff this up and waste a lot of time trying to look for things. The 50. No, I need a 52. Where's the 52? I did already do the... That says 52 and that says... Ah, I see, that's a mistake. Okay, we've got 3 52s here. So the 52 is actually the half of the Onslaught Gatling gun. The end of the barrel must be 50. So pencil that in if you haven't built it already. And then the little box is 49A and B put together. So that's 49A. That's the only mistake on the instructions that I found so far. Yeah, on crap as well. But once I started to play just for fun, game changed. I like, believe it or not, I like playing the games with myself. It's like playing chess with yourself. You really challenge yourself, because some people think, oh, but won't you just deliberately let one side lose? And then you think, well, if you've got a real competitive mindset on you, you'll do everything you can to screw yourself over. And that's why the little playthroughs and battle reports I've done so far have kind of worked. Because I'm really competitive with myself. It's quite ridiculous. Started WVWN. What's that? I'm not sure what that stands for. Never played a game, but can't wait to try Crusade. Yeah, I like Crusade. It's got that sort of role-playing aspect to it. Kind of like what Mordheim used to have. So you're just building your force, giving it character as it goes along. And if you're really into it, then you can always just like convert your characters if they got like any lingering damage or something like that. Just top a foot off and put a cybernetic foot or something. Oh, even. Oh, by the way, still no bloody... Oh, dude. It will come. It will come eventually. Just gotta be patient. Gotta remember everything's slowed right down at the moment. Even now with people going back to work, because places like the factories and that, they still have to have less staff than normal for sorting the stuff out, just to keep the spaces between them and all that. So but I have to say the customer service that I've had for Mortal Realms was far better than for Conquest. because they changed the company, didn't they? Once the contract ran out, they changed the customer service company, and they definitely did better. They're not perfect. Don't think any are perfect, but yeah, they're definitely better than the ones before. Nothing wrong with that. I've got my lad to watch battle reps when I played against himself to learn while I wasn't playing. He gets better every time we play. Blood Angels. Boo. Yeah, we're totally not bad guys. Then drinks the blood of an innocent. Yeah, we're totally not the bad guys. Then goes into a blind rage and slaughters everyone around him. There's such a fine line between heretic and loyalist. Okay, does that go in there? I guess so. Yes, it goes in like that, in the side. So just pop that in there. Oh, so for anyone who hasn't tuned into the live stream before, I am outside in my porch because it's the only space I got. I'm on a rickety fold out picnic table thing. And yeah, I'm out in the wilds. I'm surrounded by woodlands, so you'll hear animals and stuff, but there's a road right by, and usually about 10:30, 11 o'clock you start getting people racing their motors, but it's fine because it's very rare that you'll hear them for too long. You know, they sort of just rev, go once or twice, and that's it, they're gone. And that's it really. You might hear some foxes, might hear some birds or bats, who knows. It's crazy how things are going with this particular delivery. Missing pad, sometimes wrong mag number, or even a Spitfire mag instead. Yeah, I've seen that. Has been a bit hit and miss, I'd say. I think that's the most diplomatic way of saying it. Right, so this you don't glue into place unless you want to, but you should just very carefully. Hopefully the glue is stuck, but it probably hasn't. No it hasn't. So I'll just pop that into the groove like that. There we go. And then it's got full tilty tilts. I'm subbed. Got 4 magazines coming with decent Nighthaunt for me, and 1 decent set of Stormcast for my mate, who I share the sub. Oh, cool. I've only played historical battles against myself. I mean, that's how the great generals used to do it, isn't it? Because of having dice, you always stay alive without defend. Yeah. Inner Wilds or Caliban? What could possibly go wrong? Exactly. But if you do hear any rustlings in the bushes, it's not the little like watchers. It's the watchers in the dark. It's just foxes. So yeah, nothing like that. Okay, so that's on there like that. That's just drying, and now we are working on the dudes in the turret. Hells yeah! Okay. I've let my Mortal Realm slip. Need to get on with it. Enjoying finishing some Nurgle. So yeah, I mean it's nice to have a break now and then. Otherwise you get hobby burnout. So you got to mix it up now and then. It keeps it fresh. Otherwise, if you start forcing yourself, then you start resenting what you're working on rather than enjoying it. And I think people get caught up in it so much they forget that it is a hobby. So you know, don't kill yourself over it. Now, the easiest way to put this together would be to just have a closed hatch on top of the turret, and that is an option. And then you can keep this Tech Marine for like a conversion later on, but I want to have the dude up there so bad. So bad. Because why wouldn't you? Okay, so that's all those bits there. Head and an arm. He's got to have an arm. He's got to have a head. Now, do I go bare head or helmeted head? The helmet head has got a heck of a lot of lenses on it. And bare head is a little bit scarred up. I think I might go with the helmet head just because it's quicker to paint. And then do 112. Yes, 112. Okay. Oh, you can have both hands on it, or you can have one hand leaning on the top. Oh no, he's just looking at his wrist. Okay, I'll do that one. Alright, let's pop that there. Let's get these cleaned up. So I think we're doing alright for time. Got my premium sub flesh eater quartz. Yeah, I need to get those started soon. But I definitely need to do a catch up on the rest of the stuff first before I get onto that, and then I could do a little video on it. Try and keep it under 20 minutes. Probably won't be under 20 minutes, but I could do. It's taking me ages to paint my chain rasps. My fault for having faux. I'm just getting back into painting our so many years. Oh yeah, there's a lot of painting techniques that didn't exist in the 90s that exist now. I'd say it's a lot easier now to paint and get a decent look on your models now than it was in the 90s. In the 90s, a lot of the painting was like the techniques in it were sort of hushed whisperings, and you know, you kind of had to invest time in like artistic magazines and stuff like that, and or you know, pay a lot of money for the tutorials. And you can still pay money for tutorials now, but it's a lot more accessible now. And I mean, look at Citadel for example. They have their you know, their stages. Put a base coat, you do your shading, then you do layer, edge highlight, job done. Or you know, you could use a dry paint to work on your metallics or whatever, and you get a decent result at the end of it. It's not perfect. Some of the paints don't work how they should, but there is not a single paint range out there that has a perfect selection, and you'll find like a lot of the commission painters especially, but like people who do those big Golden Demon pieces and stuff like that, they'll use paints from all kinds of different brands because some will have some colours better than others, and you know, there's a lot of resources now as well. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, it's a lot more accessible now. Oh, see ya, HH. It's good seeing you, man. My PC desk is on the other side of the room to build my desk. Fair enough, man. Have a good night, man. Thank you for joining us. Set of techniques was dry brush. Yep, that's how I got all my Urukai done. Just dry brush everything. Same with the old Space Marines. Only started at Christmas, bought 4 copies of issue 1, only built 10. Oof. Yeah, well, that's good, man. I'm glad that you're spending some good hobby time with your daughter. YouTube, Facebook, yeah. Love the community, like right here and now on the THC. Oh, you beautiful, beautiful guy, you. That warms me, man. That really does warm me. You're all beautiful, sexy people in your own beautiful, sexy individual ways. Oh, Gary, stop it. Thank you. Oh, shucks. Oh, you guys are cool. I really do appreciate you. So, between you and me, I have been thinking about maybe starting some merch. Just maybe, you know, getting a few extra pennies to put towards the channel. Just to improve some aspects, like get more RAM for the laptop and a better second camera as well, because I can't be asked to hook up my phone. That's just long. And just little improvements here and there. So I mean, what would you guys think if I get someone to neaten up and smarten up my logo, because I kind of like it how it is. It's a little bit wonky because I did it like one afternoon, had an hour and a half with MS Paint on the phone. It was so bad. But yeah, if I got someone just to tidy that up, I think. What do you think? Would you like seeing it on a mug or a t-shirt? Alright, Philip, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I can remember going back to Sony's and trying to paint with those little Humbrol tins. Okay, how deep does this go? Oh yeah, you push, so the body of it, you push it all the way in, as far as it'll go. Ah! There we go, it finally clicked in place. I think I've got it straight enough. Oh no. Jeez. Try and pivot it inside. It's really a tough squeeze. I keep pulling the front of the chest off. Am I actually going to get this finished in time? I don't know. This is so bad. You know, I'm taking the chest off. There we go. Alright, that was a lot easier without this front of the chest. And just put a quick bit of glue back on there. I really should put plastic glue on top of plastic glue, but screw it. Just want to get this done. There we go. Right. This arm comes across on the chest, because he's just like checking the readings or reporting something like that. Okay. Where would that go? Oh, okay. So you can't see it on this camera, but you'll probably see it when you're working on it. But there's this tiny little dent there, and there's a tiny nip on the handle, and that would go on there, and then it'd pull it in line. So when you glue it on the arm, it should look like that. Okay. But I'm not going to glue it in place, because then I won't be able to drop it down, you know. So I'm just using it as a guide for where it should point. I think it'd make a great shirt. Cheers, man. Be funny walking around with THC written on a T. Yeah, and it's in green as well. Alright, well, I might try and find someone to smarten it up for me on like PowerPoint or something. Okay. Plain pauldron on this side. The side that's holding on. That. That side there. Groovy. Still didn't choose a head. Alright, where does that go? Does that go there? Really? Alright. Alright, let's put that glue down there then. Yeah, it's the two-piece here, this side. Alright, here we go. Almost done. Oh, that feels good. Oh, just pop my shoulder and my back. I'm pretty sure there was a fly in there. A really, really tiny one. Free protein, no. Lovely. There we go. That's the turret. Almost finished. Just got to get the dude's head. I'm gonna go for the helmet. As easily as I can. Spray it. Touch up the areas that aren't touched by spray. Block in the colours. Massive wash through. Dry brush the rest of it. And then fill in details. I got him pointing, like looking down, so it looks like he's having a look at the readings on his wrist-mounted comms. Okay, groovy. That's that done. Sweet. Bye bye you. So I didn't touch the grav plates because what I'm going to do is just spray them on the sprue. Do all the paint quick on it and then snip them out, touch them up, scrape off the bits where I'm going to glue them, and then pop them on. It just seemed like a better idea than trying to, fiddle around with them. Because I didn't put the other arm on, I'm going to need 122, which is a handle. There we go. It smells like someone's having a bonfire. Right, and then again you got a little dip just on the side of that Gatling gun, and you got a little nip on that handle. So you put the nip in the dip, and this is going to be real fiddly, so I'm going to use my trusty tweezers so I don't mess that up. It's like playing Operation all over again. Ow! Bzz, bzz, bzz. Hello, Mr. Fox. Go away for now. Come back when I've gone. Okay. Great. That's cool. Alright, there we go. Right, what's next? So I've done that. And it shows you alternatives on that as well. It says don't glue that down, which I'm not going to do. It's just easier to paint. And then we've got all the additional extras to stick all over it, which, hell, I'm going to do. Hell yeah. Right, let's just put the lid on this glue. Here we go. So let's get a roll call. Who's still in here? And what are you working on at the moment? Well, not on my property per se, but I'm surrounded by woodlands. So, you know, like any urban area in the UK, there's foxes. They're more of a nuisance than anything else. They like, if anyone in the neighbourhood in a city has an overgrown garden, a fox would have moved in and made it its home. And then all you hear is them screeching and screaming and fighting all through the night. They're fucking pain in the arse. So yeah, Operation Noise or the fly you just ate. I don't know, man. Honestly, don't. You still working on a gargan? Well, as always, man, we need those pictures of that 100%. Okay, so what are we looking at? It's got a missile in it. Sweet. Okay. Put that out. That's that bit there. Now heading off, dude. Cheers, man. Well, if I don't catch you later, thanks again for popping by. It's been a pleasure. I hope to see you again soon. Foxes and wolves have always been my favourite animals in the world. Mate, there's a difference between a majestic, wild fox in the middle of the woodlands somewhere that doesn't go anywhere near human settlement, and then there's the urban fox, which is just an asshole, to be honest. And I say that from experience of living near places with foxes in them. It's just an absolute pain in the arse. Oh, cats are pretty bad, yeah. Meow, 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 meow. Scratch, 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 scratch. Fuck off. You're still cleaning the airbrush. Oh, dude. Be truthful, right? You just thought, sod it, I'm not gonna bother, and you're just chilling out to me build this beautiful thing. Yes, they do sound like that, and that's the thing, right? You don't know if someone's getting attacked at the local park or anything, like, or if it's foxes. I'm still here Minecrafting. Minecraft. God. Never touched a game. think because at the time when it did come out, it was like a really bad spin-off of what's it called? World of Warcraft, wasn't it? But it was like you could build stuff instead, and I was busy with World of Warcraft. That's interesting. Doesn't show you the option for the missile launcher, or did it and I missed that? It shows a heavy stubber and a missile launcher at the back. Did I miss that? I didn't miss it. Otherwise I would have done that. Oh, hell to the no. It wasn't in there. Alright, Gary. It's good of you to pop by, man. Thanks again. I'll see you soon. 2 cats fighting is insane. Yeah. Those cats just... they're bloody noisy as F. Oh, I've lost my trail. I thought, what was I doing? I think I got all those boxes out, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Oh, and if you heard hedgehogs mating, they got a whole ritual. They need 20 square meters to dance around each other, and they just make the weirdest noises for little creatures. They're so noisy. I mean, I've seen some of the stuff that people have made on Warcraft, and all I can think is that they've really just wasted a lot of their life building those things. It looks great and all, but then, like, you know, you spent what, 1,000 hours of your life building some grand replica of Helm's Deep, and that's it. No one's ever going to see it again. No, you know, what? You're not going to do anything with it. You just built this thing, and just so you can say you've done it. I can't wait to get a proper desk and chair, man. It'll make these live streams a lot easier. Alright, let's get this camera fixed, because I feel like you're not seeing much on that camera, to be honest. Also, just so I keep hydrated. Twisty caps. I mean, I looked really hardcore when I twisted off the cap until I said it was a twisty cap. Hey, Foible, how's it going? That's how we roll, man. Sorry for the mouthful of biscuits, gotta get my sugar up. But yeah, not talking about anything here, man. You don't want hedgehogs as your neighbours, because, like, they will be that loud couple that just has really noisy sex and has no shame about it. But they're out in your garden, and they'll be making that noise for most of the night. Anyway, this is just like a regular conversation for me. I don't really talk that much these days. Like, a 3-hour live stream contains more talking in it from me than what I normally do in a month at a stretch. So And I think I gave up talking a lot because I come up with all this weird stuff. You know. But that's it. That's me, man. Creating something in Minecraft is really no different than a digital version or making a diorama. You can make something in both. It looks really amazing. You can feel. Yeah, I suppose so. Damn you for being diplomatic and fair. I wouldn't say it's a waste of time or that you get nothing out of it. I guess it's down to what you want out of it, right? That's what all hobbies are. I think it was a bit unfair for me to say it was a complete waste of time. It's a little bit of a waste of time, but that's every hobby really. If we all use that time to get rich, we'd all be rich, right? Clearing up to BBI. Oh, my proposal tomorrow. I've put it off. You're building your repulsor tomorrow. Well, we almost finished building it tonight. I don't know why, but I'm doing the little extras on it. Just, I don't know if that's me procrastinating or because I just want all the extras on it. But it is what it is, I guess. I want all the boxes on it. I want it to be as ridiculously over the top, full of stuff as it can be, I guess. I don't think there's any particular way that these stick on. Just got to make it look busy. Did I miss a box? It looks like I missed a box. Haha, there we go. Okay, that's that. Alright, so that's that done. I still feel like I missed out on doing the rear sponson. Like, the instructions did not say anything about doing it fancy like. Oh, it did. It was on the back page. I totally skipped that. Shoot. Alright, let's jazz that bad boy up then. Alright. I want to do that, definitely. Let's also get all the boxes off of here. I just saw another one. Okay. Any more boxes? No, it's all just those panels, which I'll be painting on the sprue, just to save all that hassle. So it'd just be way too fiddly otherwise. Okay, and that one was the next one, wasn't it? Okay. Alright. No, that was the one. That was the one. Alright, so do I go for an Icarus rocket pod or Iron Hell Heavy? No, I'm not going for the stubber, I'm going for the missile. But if I leave the missile pod out and put the heavy stubber, then I can add that missile pod onto the Redemptor Dreadnought. It's clean, nice. Can finally not do any painting. Okay. got one more square box. No, I've got that one. Okay. Put a little bit on there. I keep forgetting there's a camera. Right. I think it's more like guidelines really, just to put these together. Don't have to. I have to say, this glue feels like it lasts forever. I put so much stuff together with it. Okay, shift that over a little bit. Cool. Right, and then you could pop the other bits on the other side. Really enjoyed building this, actually. Wouldn't mind building another one. I have to say, it's definitely been my favourite model to put together. It's been very satisfying. If you lot want to sponsor me to do another one of these, that'd be awesome. So how are you lot feeling at the moment? I know it's getting a bit late, but just want to check up on you lot, make sure you're still feeling good. Still got 10 viewers. I mean, that's amazing at this time of night as well. Okay, so there we go. We've got the back gear on there, got that gear on there. It's looking beautiful. Right, we've got that sponson there, and now I'm going to sort out the F up of that sponson. I'm going to leave the lid off. I don't like having it covered. I like to have all those things on show, for show. Okay, that goes there. I think he was talking about the airbrush, but you can never be too sure with Normski. Okay, yeah. Right. 83, 82, 81. Groovy. Still alive, feeling sleepy. Wife and dog have already gone to sleep and snoring. Ah, bless. So we're almost on the final hour, and I almost finished this. So I could get a couple more things sprayed up, and then we could get diving into that. But I need to fix up a couple of bits before I can do that. So that's why I'm desperately trying to get this done. Quick. Right. Let's get this stuck. So that's gonna go on the front there. Okay, it's easy enough to figure out. No, I'm scared. You dirty birdie. You dirty birdie. Okay. Okay, I'll pop that in that way, do I? It's that way. Okay, cool. Alright, so put the pickler in the bottom there. Yep, that's glue in there. Up that facing backwards. There we go. And then that'll sit on there. Like that. Okay, cool. That I will glue, because there's no way it will sit on there without falling off. Just have it raised slightly, like that. Probably need to get an airbrush. I mean, it's good for getting stuff done quickly, you know. Not gonna lie. It would definitely be faster than brushing stuff. But you get some weird people out there who are like a bit overzealous about needing an airbrush. It's good and all. It serves a purpose, but it isn't the all and end all of everything, you know. That's it. I mean, everything else is just spares, which I could probably do a fair amount of stuff with. As I said, I've still got the grav plates still on the sprues, so it's just easier to paint because I'm going to spray the entire sprue, paint them up, and then cut them out, tidy them. Easy. So, without further ado, I'd like to welcome you to the latest addition to my force, and oh my god, I'm so freaking excited for having the tank. Yeah! With all the guns, freaking rockets, guns galore, rockets everywhere. Oh. That's it, that's all the building done. Alright. Apply some adhesive putty on the bottom of the model. This will make it easier to glue the plastic standing on after. Yeah, that base is really weird. Anyways, that's that done. So yeah. Oh yeah, I'm so happy right now. Got this freaking bad boy done. Right, so let's just quickly have a look and see what needs fixing up. I don't need to spray that. That's a thing. He's okay. That's okay. Let's get his bikes in order. His base has popped off. Right. Let's get him sorted. It's the faces on the scouts that's going to slow me down, I reckon. I'll try and do them cheapy quickie, but you never know. I need to fix this land speeder because the pilot's arms popped off, but to be honest, I think I might keep that like that. It might just make things a little bit easier. I mean, it holds quite easy actually. You know what, that's a happy accident, right, because I did drop it and it pinged off. Do need to put the foot plate there though. Got the other bikes. I'm not going to stick the bikes on the bases just yet, because there's no point. There's the foot plate. Okay, let's get that glued in. Okay. Sweet. Oh no, that got bent. Ah, the antenna was bent. I didn't realise. Right. Could snap it off and pin it, but that's going to take too long. I'm just going to try and bleed some plastic glue in there. Push it up right. Just rub it around the edge ever so gently. There we go. That may hold. Alright. Have that onto something just to hold it in place. This scout needs to be put back on the base, so I need that super glue. I think that's all the fixes I need to do. Where did I put the super glue? Hey, super glue bro, where you at? Oh man, I think I'm going blind. Oh, sod it, I'll just put a bit of plastic glue on. I hate doing that. I like to put the super glue on because it's just, you can snap them off with ease, you know, when it comes to painting the bases. Have to wait for that to set. That's going to be a pain. Boo. Yeah, they are a handy tool. I was so hesitant to learn to use one, but now I absolutely love them. Ah. I mean, like I said, they're a great tool to exploit. So you know, they are what they are. Right, let's pop these over here. So enough sitting on that. Damn it! Stay on the base, you drunken Wayne Rooney. These are the ones I've already sprayed. So half done already. Just need to get the thing out. The old blue tack, so I can stick more on the base of the other models and get them sprayed up. Got that chap. There's the other dude. He fell down over there. Okay. And of course we've got this lot over here as well that I sprayed just before the live stream. So there's a fair few things I've got to paint up. And of course I got all the models from issue 1 to issue 38 painted up to that standard of issue 38, so once I get to that stage I'll drag all those models out from their box and then I'll get them sorted. I think I'm going to need that much. Right, let's get them all stuck on here. Oh, bollocks to you. I'm going to need all of it. Right, so yeah, I'm using a Pringle tube with the end cut off, so it's just easy. I find that I can get really good versatile, no, not really good versatile, well, I don't know what I'm talking about. It's really versatile. I can get a 360 angle on any model, so it just makes it a lot easier to spray them. And I'll just space them out well, get that blue tack on them. There we go. See me blue tack them. I'm so hyped now. I wasn't sure if I was going to get everything built. I mean I had a target of getting everything built by last night, and I just missed out. And it turned out that the top half of the tank was the longest part to bloody do. So yeah, I'm just glad that that's done now. I can get to painting. That leaves me with 3 nights of 3 hours plus a little bit of time tonight. I don't know if I will actually get much done tonight, if anything, but something's better than nothing. So as long as you're hitting those likes, then that's extra time that I'll be live streaming to get it done. And yeah, thank you very much, dude. Big time appreciate it. Take care of yourself. Alright. Let's have the camera point over there. Alright, so you can watch me spray away. Alright. Oh no, those are my legs. Feel like I'm in Cocktail. Hey Wayne, how's it going? I'm just about to spray up some of the models to get them painted. Just got to give it a minute before I start trying to take them off. So how you doing, Wayne? What are you up to at the moment? super glue into the Yoo-hoo, or onto Yoo-hoo, and it smoked like a blind. You nutter. You're an absolute nutter. You're crazy. That's another model down. I'm terrified of spraying my models. Scared to death of messing them up. That's why I'm a par. All you gotta do is just spray them about this far away. So you hold the spray this far away from the models and just go pss, pss, and just quick spray in each angle. So I do from the left and from the right off the back. Quick spray from above. Now turn the model around and do a spray from the left and right on the front. And then if there's any overhang, like you know, like the weapons, then just do a quick spray upwards. Or if they've got cloaks on the back that sort of end just above the ankles, then they quick spray facing upwards, and that gets that angle. And then you just go over, once it's all dry, you go over with a very thin layer by brush of that same colour from the pot, and you'll get all the bits that you missed out. I hope you heard that, by the way. But it's like anything, it comes with practice, you know. I just realised she's staring at my crutch right now. How often do you shake the can while you're spraying? Just now and then, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to it. You can kind of sense when it needs a spray, but I'll say after you've done a couple of models, give it a good shake. Or you can shake it in between like a couple of squirts, you know. give it a shake between squirts. Oh, you're welcome, man. That's what I'm here for. Spread that good hobby vibe. The best community is the community that shares, you know? There's no need to hold on to all this stuff like it's worth anything more than it is. Alright, I don't know, I'm going to spray that now. Oh dear. I need something to stick that on. Right, I'm going to put this blue tack on the inside and on the shoulders, like that, and then I'm going to stick the bottom of my my file like that, so I can spray it. Boom, job done. Right, I need to get my bloody hoodie from the car. Hang on one second. Definitely got a bit chilly. I tried twice to spray models. Usually the first 2 or 3 models come out okay, and the rest shite. I think it's, yeah. When in doubt, shake between squirts. Alright. There we go. Okay, so I'm using my old trusty Pringle tube at the moment, Wayne. because then I can get out all the angles. But if you've got a thin stick that you can stick them on, that works just as well. And the neighbours are popping out to see what I'm doing. Gotta remember to put the recycling out. It's recycling night. There we go. It's just a bit of blue tack. That's holding pretty firm. Alright, and then I'll do the last 2 bikes after. There we go, that's that done. Just leave that. Okay. Let's just turn around. If I feel like I've messed up the back like that, I could just do that. I think I've got all the front there. That's just the bikes. That's doing slightly differently because it's more a bit more angles to them. And I haven't ruined them too badly. Okay. Right, I'm calling it. Third time lucky. There you go, man. I hope showing you helped as well. Not much to it really, but it's all practice at the end of the day. Job done. Shall we? Not too fussed about the tyres getting fingerprints on them. Some dirt in them up later. Okay, now let's do this. This is going to be more trickier. I'm going to use the flat end of this. Just part of the rail just bloody snapped off. Typical. Alright, I'll sort that out later. Right, so I don't think that's going to hold it all. Right, I'll find a bit that'll hold. Right. So I'm just going to put it between the wing and the engine, and that should hold it. Well, you just try not to overthink it, you know. Oh, Jesus, but I still screw up. Like one of those bikes I went a bit too close on, buckled up one of his legs, but it's fine. No one's going to notice it unless they deliberately look for that sort of thing. Okay, that should hold it. Jesus. Wish me luck Don't drop it. Fucking dropped it. Oh no. Oh, I've bent the antenna. Bollocks to it. Right, screw it. There's no easy way of doing it without having a stick jammed up on it, so I'm just going to hold the bottom bit here, like that. Not too worried about getting on my hands. There we go. That'll do. And the rest I can touch up with a brush. Sorted. Now. Yeah. I told you. It's not that easy. Right. This I could probably hold down with this. Oh, I've got a lot of scrubbing to do tonight on my hands. Okay, so I'm sticking this on the inside like that. Big fat bit of blue tack. It's not leaning anywhere immediately, so that's a good sign. Yeah. That's that done. Sit there for a little while. Oh. I'll pop the sponsons out. There we go. I was waiting for that. Yeah, I knew it was going to happen. What am I doing? You know what? I found the super glue. Bloody looking for that earlier. Yeah. Right. This, what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a drill bit. Spraying blue plastic glue is like giving Smurfs false tank. Well, that's the thing though, you need something on it for the rest of the paint to hold on to, you know? Surprised if I got any spray left. flew paint off my hands for a long, long time. Right. Whoa. Dark nose to drop. But they've dried now, so I can take them off. So there's no chance of that dropping. And then let's get there. Is that done? Just got 2 more sponsors left. Yes, blowing it does speed it up. Some people use hairdryer to speed up the drying process when they do their paints. It's actually working better than I thought it would. That's the last one. There we go. So I know this isn't the most fascinating process, but it's a necessity. And it gets things done hella fast, which means that you can dedicate more time to getting more stuff done, you know? There we go. So, we're back to this angle of my face. Well, that's it's the price you pay, really. But I mean, nothing but hot water and a bit of soap and one of those nail scrubbers won't do to get rid of it. I mean, if it scratches off your nail, so it's not a big deal. As long as you're not ingesting it, it's not toxic. Oh no, I forgot the attack bike. I'll do that another time. I want to get some paint on this lot. So yeah, I've done actually like the best spray job I've ever done. Like, I don't think I'll actually need to worry too much about putting any blue on those. So normally what I'll do is I spray it and then I'll, whatever colour I sprayed it, I'd paint blue. Like for this one, I'd paint blue back over just to make sure that it's even. But it's come out alright. Sniff is always a good. I can see from this that I was not shaking the can often enough. Oh, well there you go then. Yeah. After a few squirts, give it a shake. Plastic bag over the hand will work, yes. If you got those sandwich bags, that'll do the job. So that's that. So we've got a lot to do. All of this. Oop. Okay, so just so you can see, all of that, right, to get to the same standard as the rest of the stuff, and then take all of that to the end. Hey Interzone, how you doing? Avatar hand, yeah. Yeah, no, we finished building everything, and I was just kind of doing like a base coat spray tutorial of a sort for Wayne and for anyone else who needed it. So yeah, that's the basics done. The only thing I didn't spray was the attack bike, but I'm gonna do that another time. So let's put the lid on that. I've got half an hour. How many likes has this video got, by the way? If someone could just check that for me. Oh, forget that. If you do that, then where you clip it out, you have to paint back over. That's a lot of hassle. You have to scrape away all the bits that you're gonna glue, because of course the glue will just melt the paint and not the plastic. It's not worth the hassle. $26. Call it half hour. I've got work in the morning. This time. Alright. Alright, well that gives me an hour then. And what we got going on here? Nothing, right. Okay. I'm gonna have to get some water then. Let's go, I think probably. Yeah, you have to shake it quite a few times in between. Alright. Aren't they easy to build? No. Scouts. These ones, they're not easy to build. They're, I mean, they're not exactly multi-part. But it would just be a real hassle to do, really, because you'll have so many areas that you'd have to scrape the paint away. Take longer than it's worth. Alright, so normally what I would do is, after spraying it a certain colour, I'd paint that same colour from the pot, watered down, and that would be the McCraig blue from the pot, just to get an even coverage. But having a look at the models, I haven't missed anything. I think I've done the best spraying in my life. So I'm going to jump straight to doing the known oil. Yeah, do the known oil and then do a blue dry brush. Or should I paint in the silver bits first? Nah, that'll make dry brushing a lot harder. So I've got a whole pot of known oil, which is probably going to be emptied by the end of this. Yeah, that's a good tip there. Right, so always wet your brushes before you start painting with them, just to soften the bristles. Shake that like mad. Where's that blue tack? I'm going to need it so I don't spill it, because I'm going to be painting straight from the pot, because there's no point not doing it like that. I put it in here. So I don't even know what I did with the blue tack. I don't see it there. I put it down on the table somewhere. Ah, there it is. It's under the land speeder. Right, here's a pro tip, so you don't end up like one of those sore kids on the internet go, look what I spilled. Stick blue tack under it. Don't need to pay for those fancy pot holders and all that. Just whack blue tack on the bottom. There you go, job done. That ain't going anywhere. Right. Let's get started, shall we? Right. Let's start with the ancient. It's only fair. So again, I'm not going to be too neat with all this. I'm just going to slap it all on. It's going to catch all the recesses. I'll try not to leave big blobs on the flat surfaces, because then you get those tide marks, which is not going to look that great. But the idea is that I'll dry brush it blue again afterwards, and then that will sort of just leave the recesses shaded then. Oh yeah, it's a rite of passage. You have to spill a little bit. I mean, are you even a painter? You haven't spilled some paint anywhere, especially the shades. But you live and learn, you know. I'm not going to bother shading in the gun, because that's going to be painted in black and silver, so it would be pointless wasting the shade. Any bits that you know for a fact you're gonna be painting in other colours, no point shading and then going back over the blue with, because then you're just, you know, you're just wasting paint and time. Nice one. I've been into Warhammer since 2012, but I've barely done anything whatsoever. My hobby is watching people. That's fine, man. If that's how you like to do your hobby, then that's the way you enjoy it, isn't it? Honestly, I'm 2 full days off work. Yes, make sure you share that hobby, dude. Show us what you're up to. Oh, I'm using a medium shade at the moment. I could use a larger brush, but like I said, I don't want to overwhelm the model with the shade. You know, I just want to get all those recesses quickly. Don't leave too much on the panels, and if I used a bigger brush, I'd lose a lot of that control. There we go. So that's one done. One down, one to go. Well, loads to go, really. It's like that cloak, I'm not going to bother with the cloak. All those weird leather straps, I know they're going to be painted red. But all that armor panel, definitely shade the hell out of it. Alright, I think I could bring the camera closer in now. You knew about Warhammer in '93, but couldn't admit to anyone that you liked it. I bought my first models in 2012. Born in '82. I grew up on in Manchester. Oh, I grew up on a rough council estate in West London. In a little place called Norfolk, smack bang in between Harrow and Southall. So it was an interesting upbringing. But I had an uncle who was into D&D when he grew up, and my granddad, he collected Hornby cars and stamps and stuff, so he knew what it was like to have a hobby. And my uncle sort of introduced me into the sort of gaming sort of thing with Hero Quest, and then my granddad saw that there was a Games Workshop in Harrow at the time. It's closed for years now, and went in there with a bit of pocket money, got my first little paint set that had some Lizardmen Warriors in it, because at the time the Bretonnian versus Lizardmen starter set was just out for Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Well, you know, it was quite a niche thing for me to have in my area as well, but I did keep it to myself until I was much older, when I found more people who were into it as well. Even in college I didn't tell too many people about it, but by then I already had established myself as a regular at the Games Workshop that I used to go to, so I already had people I could talk to about the hobby and stuff like that. Didn't really talk about it too much with other people outside of that circle. I'm annoyed at myself for not getting into it when I was a child years. Oh, I mean, try not to live too much in regret, man. The main thing is that you've rediscovered your passion, and you're enjoying it now. And you're doing it in the golden age, mate. This is the golden age of hobbying, because it's more accessible than ever before. With social media, making, you know, help just at your fingertips. You know, you're never that far away from other people who share your passion, you know. So in that respect, yeah. And the models now are, I mean, people are gonna have their favorites. Like if they were in a hobby years ago, they're gonna have their favorite models, their favorite sculpts from nostalgia and whatever. And there are some sculpts which still look fantastic, given the context of the time and how they were made. You know, by hand with wire and green stuff and stuff like that. But the technology now has really sort of boomed, and the way they design these models now and what they can achieve with them is amazing. So you're truly in the best time to get involved in it all. Alright, dude, thank you so much for joining us. I'll see you next time. You take care, man. Happy hobbying. The paints were awful compared to today. Got into Warhammer in 2017. Hate D&D now. It's not like second. I mean, I've only played D&D twice, so I can't really comment on it. And it was advanced D&D. Like, you're on some alien planet where water was worth more than gold, and copper was also like a sought after thing. It was quite weird. The DM really had it in for me. Like, I tried to clarify the currency while we were bartering for supplies, and he just decided that the merchant took offense and tried to attack me. Naturally, I killed him in self-defense, and then the town guard came after us, and then we all ended up with like half health and stuff. A healer couldn't keep up with healing. It was terrible. And it was a weird planet where, like, because it was so hot, the dwarfs just shaved their heads and beards. What nonsense is that, man? Ain't no proper dwarf ever gonna shave his beard or head. Like, altogether. It's one or the other. Yeah, paint science is better. Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Got all under there, got all that. Groovy. Didn't have to put so much on there, just scrape that off. There we go. I'm getting these done. Yada! Old D&D was more like Warhammer Fantasy now. Get away. Fucking moths everywhere. You bastard. Fuck off flying in my eyes. Let's put this more on the minis than my face. I think because I lit up my face too much. Comes and goes. Sometimes she thinks, you know, like, well, she used to think like, you know, good on you sort of thing. And it was my thing. And then sometimes she gets really frustrated with it. But I mean, it is what it is. I think because the lack of space at the moment, we sort of butt heads a lot about it. Because I had my little cupboard which I used as an office to do all of this, and for a long time while we've been living there, she wanted to use it as storage. I mean, this woman hoards, yeah. So that was partly the reason why I refused to hand it over as storage. But now we've got to a point where there's no chance. Like, with the 2 kids we got, we're in quite a small place, so we've really outgrown it. We need to get a bigger place, or just get rid of all our stuff, you know. That ain't gonna happen with my hobby stuff. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna look at getting a place that has a back garden, because we don't really have a back garden. Got a small front garden, and then it goes on to a car park, which isn't really ideal with little ones. And maybe an extra room would be nice. Use it as an office or a garage. That'd be handy. But I could use a shed. And then maybe I'll be able to have the space that I need, dedicated space. I could do a lot more in a smaller amount of time, you know, like having to set up every time. It takes a lot of time, a lot of prep time, just setting everything up. So because of that, I don't get as much done as I'd like. You know, it is what it is, man. It's just I haven't got the worst life. Alright, Normski. It's good seeing you, man. Thank you so much for being on here. Hope to see you soon. What army do I normally play collect? What food do you normally eat? You know what I mean? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know where to start really. Like, I've had a few things over the years, but actual collections. I had Warhammer Fantasy Dwarfs, and 2 editions before it ended I started Bretonians, kind of hoping that they would get an update, and they never did. For 40k I always had Space Marines, and when I started 40k, like the beginner box at the time was Dark Eldar and Black Templars, which was cool. So those were the 2 40k forces that we had at the time. And then I moved on to Necrons when I was a teenager. I kind of got forced onto it actually, because my mates just got sick of seeing me using the same old crappy Kev Marines and losing pretty much every game. I like that. Yeah, just have Necrons, they're kind of good. Is a battle force and an extra lord and all that. They're really good. And yeah, collected those for a long time. And then I also got into Lord of the Rings through the magazine series. So basically got a little bit of everything through that. And now I've got Nighthaunt, I've got Stormcast, I've got a big Chaos collection that I never use. Bits from Warhammer Quest board games, and when Age of Sigmar first started out, I kind of got carried away with buying up Khorne models, so I got a whole bunch of those. I got a whole bunch of Nurgle models from a campaign box called Blight War, which had the Vanguard, Stormcast Vanguards models in it. Sweet, I'll check that out later, man. We're looking for a big place of garages. Top of the list. Yeah. Well, I mean, me and the wife have agreed that if we find somewhere like that, we'd share the space. It would be big enough to share it. So we'd like dedicate some of its storage for stuff, you know, that can be stored without worrying about it getting hot or cold. And then she would have her corner to do her little side business thing, and I'd have my corner. Oh man, I can't believe I actually got paint on these now. I'm feeling so good right now. Go on, confess. Who here thought that I'd actually finish building the stuff and actually start painting it by now? And who thought I wouldn't have? With the way I was screwing up some of the building. I was getting heavily distracted earlier as well. Had so many awesome people in the chat just come in and say hi. Do your kids get involved in the hobby? Well, my oldest is has just turned 3 back in May, and my second child is turning 2 next month, so not really. But yeah, I've looked at my stuff and gone, ooh, and I've showed it to them so they know what it is. But I mean, apart from knowing that it exists, they're not really that involved in it. I'm sure. Oof. I'm sure my oldest son would get involved, given the chance. Actually, one time when we were visiting one Warhammer shop, there's this one that I go to regular, because since the Harrow one closed, it became my regular. And the manager there was like really really generous, and he gave my son, and this was like almost a year ago, but my son like showed like big interest. He was 2.5 at the time, actually, and he was like, hey, look, I'll give you this intercessor. It's already been sprayed. I'll give you a starter brush, and you can pick any colour from the range, and you can have it for free. And that was really good of him. And of course, the model was already sprayed blue. So what colour does my son go and pick? Yellow. He gone and picked yellow to paint over blue. The little git. He never got round to it though, which was a shame, but I've kept hold of it, so when he is ready, he can do it. But yeah, no, that was really good of the manager. He's a really top guy. I thought you would not, because I myself is slow at building. Yeah, I mean, building, I like building though, that's the thing. I think that's the most enjoyable part of it. I think painting just takes forever. So you got to try and find reasonable shortcuts that don't detract too much from, you know, having a fairly decent paint scheme. Mine are 8 and 4. They both have some stuff. I'm reading Warhammer Adventures to them, both of them. Nice one. Gateway drugs, man. But you know, with Warhammer you can never afford drugs, unless you count this hobby as a drug. Then we're all bloody chronic junkies. Am I right? Alright, so it's coming up to midnight. How many likes do we have? If you just refresh my memory, that'd be cool. And then I'll know how much time I've got left to waffle to you guys while I spill paint all on them. Ooh, a bit too heavy there. A GW staffer gave my lad a tactical marines paint, no brush or anything, just the one model. Anyway, we butchered it, it looked awful. Yeah, no, I mean, that's the idea of it at the end of the day, isn't it? To be fair, I think it was like a Christmas present, actually. God, Christmas doesn't seem like it was that far away, but it actually was that far away. Because we know him on sort of slight personal level, but he didn't have to do it. That was the thing. Felt embarrassed taking that back to. I'm on 28 likes. Oh yeah, that was it. Oh, so I got half hour then. Let's switch up the music a little bit, shall we? Alright. Oh, yeah. Really got to get that. Oh, God. Really getting those clicks in. Right, I keep forgetting to rinse my brush, by the way. Make sure you rinse that good every now and then, because you don't want to get the paint up into the ferrule. So this metal bit that's holding the bristles onto the actual brush is called the ferrule. And what happens is, if you get any pigment up in there, it's going to push all the bristles out in all sorts of directions, and you'll never get a good point on it again. So make sure you rinse regularly. Use your tongue to point. Let me get back to it. Let's get a camera around. Yes, I've got too many things right in front of me. There we go, is that better? Just making sure I'm pushing that around, not letting it pull too much, just to blot any of the details out. There we go. Whoosh. Yeah, I think if I do start doing live streams, it'll probably have to be in a little while when things ease a bit more and my wife can stay with her family for the night or something, just so I can get on a bit earlier, because it is a bit late when I come on. I think a lot of people get deterred by that, unless you're in Australia or America, of course. It's the perfect time. So what's everyone up to tomorrow? Got any plans? Doing more hobbying tomorrow? Or are you having a break from it? This whole process feels like, you know, when you're a kid and you you know, you're out in the garden on the patio and you start like drawing pictures with water with your finger on the patio, and the patio just changes colour slightly when it gets wet. It's kind of like what this is, and then, you know, the patio dries in the sun, it goes back to its old colour. Can't just be me that thinks that, right? I would watch you, matey, if you were on earlier. I'm usually off to work no later than 9. Off tonight, and next thing you know, so I'll be watching you and doing some hobbies. Sweet. Where we going? Finished bike with sidecar and prime bikes. Nice. Smashing it, mate. Absolutely smashing it. That's what this is all about, man. Getting it all together, all done together. No man left behind. So yeah, I think I mentioned it earlier. Well, I've been thinking about starting up some merch, you know, t-shirts and mugs, that sort of thing. Do the YouTuber thing, but I'm thinking of getting someone to just tidy up my logo first. Because it is a little bit wonky, because I did it on my phone with MS Paint like a little while ago, so and actually, you know what, for a little while it was just THC on a dice background, like it didn't say the hobby corner, but I added the hobby corner on the front just to clarify what THC stood for, because I kept getting asked, like, you know, do you know that's the stuff in weed? And I'm like, yeah, I know. It's actually the hobby corner. Never mind. And the reason why I chose the name The Hobby Corner was because there'd already been 2 hobby corners before me, and I felt like I needed to be called the Hobby Corner because I was literally in a corner, like, you know, in a cupboard under the stairs. So it just made sense. And I seem to find a corner everywhere to do my hobby, like outside. But yeah, what do you think? Would you wear a t-shirt with big old THC in bright green on the front? Just get my feelers out there to see if anyone would bother with it. Every penny that I make on it would just go straight into investing in this channel. So that's the end game at the end of it. If the price is right. I've seen like there's this one website called Teespring, and it seems to be the go-to because the pricing structure seems fair, and you don't have to order bulk products. You know, it's made to order, so they'll make it when someone wants it, sort of thing, which is great. Because paying money up front and then end up with like sizes of t-shirts that no one ends up buying. Just be a real pain in the ass. But like they give you like a recommended price for like a t-shirt, for example, but you can adjust it depending on how much you feel you want for it, but they will only take a certain amount from that to cover the costs, and then everything else is profit, so you basically set the amount of profit that you want for yourself, which I mean is basically what shops do as well. But I mean, I definitely want to see what people would pay for a t-shirt. £15, £20. Knowing that it goes towards supporting your favourite channel. Would that be too much, or would it be about right? Just reminded me, back in the day, Games Workshop used to sell and cast individual bits. Yeah, they did. And if you worked for Games Workshop, you paid for the stuff by the weight rather than by a discount system. So you could get a heck of a lot for really cheap. And then you changed it over to just like a flat 50% discount. What on earth is that? A freaking helicopter passing over somewhere. Bugger off. I'm live streaming. Sounds like a couple of helicopters actually. $15 to $20, yeah, that's what I was thinking. Seen some channels charge up to 30, and I'm like, 30 quid? How do you think people are going to spend 30 quid for some t-shirt with a YouTuber logo on it? You know? I'm not going to wear it a hell of a lot. Maybe like if they're going to an event that they know their favourite YouTuber is going to, or you know, about the house or pyjamas or something. Unless it's like a really snazzy shirt. I'm not selling the idea very well, am I? Oh, I think I just heard Mal just wake up and realise that he's back in his own bed. He's just marched off to join my wife in her bed. That's how small the house is. You can hear anything and everything. Okay, that's another one done. That's all the Primaris done. Boom, still got 15 minutes left. Alright. Oh. Let's get these scouts done, shall we? So I'll just have to worry about the carapace armor. And the boots. Alright, young man. What are you doing up at this time? You waste some water? Oh, okay. Give Daddy a second. Alright, lads. Just give me a minute. Sorry about that. My son woken up and he came down to get some water. I don't think they get 50% off. I think they get 2 for the price of 1. That's what they say. It's 2 for the price of 1, so that, you know, you got 1 to do your own thing or a mess around, and then the other things to do the proper thing. But yeah, it's basically the same thing, really. Yeah, my mate. Yeah, mate. I wouldn't wear it to the pub. I work shifts, so I'm always lounging around the house. Oh, fair enough, man. Scouts should be quite quick to do. They haven't got much armor on them. The cod piece and the butt pan, and then the van braces. Do the boots. So we've got 10 minutes left, and then it's bedtime for Daddy. So I hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. I enjoyed it, definitely. I've been having fun. And it's sort of like, it's just become a real chill hangout now. I like it. So I'm getting all this awesome work done, but I'm doing it with awesome company. So yeah, I couldn't have done all this without your support. Dude's wearing gloves, for Christ's sake. God, so bad. This and then dry brushing it after is going to be the easiest part of it. Well, actually, I'm not going to do like a dry brush. I'm actually going to do what's called a wet dry brush. So it's just a little bit wetter than a regular dry brush. Because the dry brush is good for getting all the details at the top, but it's absolutely bad for covering the flat areas. But if you make it just a little bit wet, then you can get those flatter areas quickly. And it was kind of my go-to really back in the day to get things done quickly. Just wet brush, wet dry brush though. Which I guess is just messy painting, but done with style. Right, there's another one done. We're almost there. Almost there. Oh, I almost missed that bit. Okay. Ooh. Tell you what, this picnic fold-out bench thing was not made to be sat on for long periods of time. Shush. No, the whole thing's just made out of plastic and metal. There's no comfort on it whatsoever, it's just pure utility. Okay, the codpiece. Oh. The butt bit, there we go. Jody LaForge. You're done. Did I do this one already? No, I haven't. Okay. boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Almost done. Hey. Okay. Right. Let's be what's the time? Oh, I might have enough time to do a bike. Oh dear. I can really feel it now. Oh, I put way too much on that. Oops. Whoopsie. And there, and there. And right. And I think I'm going to call it there. Wow. So, got so much done tonight. Finished building the tank, got everything sprayed up. I've done the shading for almost all of it. So I just need to do base spray on the attack bike and then do the shading for the tank, the